Yeah. Okay. Once again, we back. Business credit building. Thank everybody for coming. I think I need to have that right there. Okay, I think that's better. Okay. So check it. The intention of this meeting is to announce that we're going to start building this partner program. Okay, so we're not going to go into a whole bunch of detail, but we're going to let you know what the outline is. Okay, Harlequin, so you know, the presentation that you gave me, I got to go over that before we do it. So when we get to the DAC part, you'll just take over and verbally let them know about the opportunity. Okay. Okay, so everybody, thank y'all for coming. So this is a big deal for me. Okay, we're starting the program, the partner program, and we're gonna build a big team, and we all gonna live happily ever after and ride off with a mansion and a yacht. Okay, that's the plan, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is new. So bear with me. All right. You know I'm straight real about mine. Okay, so this is new, and I'm gonna need all of y'all's help actually in putting this all together. Actually, okay, I'm gonna be straight. Okay, so this is an elaborate situation, I guess, because we have 3 different opportunities to broaden ourselves. This meeting is for those. There's a variety of people that might be in this meeting, so you figure out which one you are. Some people are already partners. Okay, they might be partners with business credit. They might be just partners with DAC. They might be just partners with ROK. Okay, so I wanted to let everybody know that it's good to be partners with all the 3 sources that we have, which is business credit and funding, DAC, which is David Allen Capital, all right, and ROK Financial, which some of the services overlap just a little bit, but with offering all 3, you'll be like a full service financial servicer for businesses. Okay, you can choose 1 or 2 or all 3 of them, right? But providing all 3, you're like more of a full service, right? So people that are just doing DAC or just doing ROK, if they're not set up properly, you can't mess with them, right? Because now they have to start with business credit. So one thing I want to say is that your clients have to know about the 3 C's, right? You have to know about the 3 C's. If they don't have the 3 C's, credit, cash flow, collateral, then they have to start with business credit. So we can get them from when they're existing businesses, and we can get them at their new businesses and build their business credit and get them prepared to get funded down the line, right? Okay. Notice we got Harlequin Murray in the building, and Harlequin is from DAC, David Allen Capital. She is the agent that I signed up under, and she happens to be one of the main producers at DAC. So she's going to talk about the David Allen Capital opportunity. The next time we do a opportunity presentation like this, we're going to do the whole full samazzle of it, right? But today's focus is just to generally tell you about what's happening, and then we're going to continue doing this, right? So, okay, so we got the three different ones. Business credit, that you can resell business credit and funding. You can sell David Allen Capital products, which is more cash flow products, but they have other savings opportunities we're going to talk about today. And ROK Financial, and they handle like specialized lending, credit lines, equipment financing. Some of them overlap, but we're going to be focusing in on DAC first when we offer to people, because we can make the most money with DAC, even though I made a lot of money already with ROK Financial and a lot of money with doing business credit. So you can make a bunch of money, all right? Okay, I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna go over what you can offer. So this could be for people that are partners already. This could be for people that just want to see what we had to say, all right? Just to see about the opportunity, all right? Okay, and we're going to tell you about the opportunities and what you can sell, right? All right, so let me get to my website and we're going to share my screen. I hope this works. I've been having some difficulties lately with this screen thing. Let me see. Okay. Do that. Okay. Now, what do you see? Harlequin, do you see my website or do you see the presentation?
I see it says build business credit builder.us and it's a picture of a laptop.
Okay, bet. That's cool. That's what we want you to see. Cool. That's the website. Okay, so we're at the website. Now you all can follow along, right? I'm going to show you. First thing we're going to talk about is business credit, how you can offer business credit. Then we're going to talk about how you can offer ROK services. And then Harlequin is going to talk about the David Allen Capital opportunity. Okay, here we go. And we're not going to make this a long presentation tonight. Like I said, this is just an introduction and preview to what we're planning to keep this going and build on, okay? But I wanted to get everybody that's already down and people that's around that wanted to see it and hear about the presentation. Okay, so we're at the website. You'll all know the website, businesscreditbuilder.us.llc. If you go to the button on the top, it says business loans, right? Okay. Business loans. This is what you see. You see business credit, DAC, and ROK Financial logos respectively. And these are the services that you can provide to your customers. So at business credit, okay, so you can, like on your own, you can click down into these. And we're going to just briefly go through these, right? Okay, so this is for business credit. Get business credit and loans to start and grow. And we show you how we can help you. So basically, our business credit, the system that we sell is the core package. And with the core package, you get your own, the client gets their own control panel. In the control panel, it takes them step by step through every single step in detail of building business credit, okay? For instance, one of the first steps is, do you have a business name? And you'll put in, yes, I got a business name. You put your business name in there, you go to the next step. Let's say you're just starting, you don't have a business name. Well, it's going to give you instructions on how to get this business name. It's going to give you a video that's going to teach you about getting this business name. And it's going to be referred information, like sources where you can go to help do this particular function, this particular step, right? So we're going to help you along the way, educate you along the way. Now, if you can't still figure it out from the instruction and the video and the resources, then there's an advisor that you can call, right? From 9 to 5. The client can call in an advisor. This is like a white label service, okay? So all you got to do is get the client. Once we get the client, our staff takes care of the people, okay? They take care of the people. They got a number to call in to ask any question about building their business credit. And as you go, the client goes through their core package and all the steps of building their business credit. They can call them anytime, right? And the advisors can see the information that you are populating your control panel with, okay? So it takes you through all the steps of setting up your business credible in the eyes of the lender. See, you can't even get none of the other business loans and stuff like that unless your business is set up credibly, right? Okay, that's like one of the most things. That's like the smell test. I call that the smell test. The application, when you fill out an application, that's just the smell test. That's just they're trying to figure out whether or not it looks like you qualify or not. That's everything on the application. That's the smell test. So they're gonna smell it and see whether or not it's good. Well, they might be able to qualify, but if you pass the smell test, then that's when they're gonna really look at the details of whether or not you can qualify or not. But first, you gotta pass the smell test, all right? So we're gonna take you through the smell test, right? And then when it's time to build business credit for the client, we build business credit in 4 tiers of vendors. Each tier, we give you about 15 vendors, right? We tell you pick 3 of these. You get 3 of them. You get 3 accounts. You go buy something. Then you make a payment. Then we're gonna tell the client, hey, the next step is to pull your credit reports, right? So we got to hook up to get the discount on the credit reports. Then we teach them how to read the credit reports, because the credit reports don't just lay out all the information, okay? It don't say XYZ vendor, it says trade line 1, packaging, or office, supplies, whatever, it'll give you a category. It won't tell you what vendor it is. So we teach you how to read your credit reports, right? So we read the credit reports. When you read the credit reports, then you know when to go to the next tier of vendors, and you keep on going. Then the client has access to the finance team. The finance team has lenders, has hundreds of legitimate lenders, okay, with different programs that'll fit any business into a lending situation. So the finance team specifically is looking for you, okay? Most of my clients come in and they can't get approved, but when they start our process, we are preparing them to get funded. We have the lenders and we know the guidelines already, okay? This is the product that we're selling, right? We have the team. We keep updated list of vendors, right? Okay, so on the screen, that's that one. Okay, that's the business credit, all right? So selling that's the main thing that we do at Business Credit Builder, is selling the core package, building business credit and accessing the funding, okay? Because they have access to the finance team, and the finance team is just working for them, okay? And they are trying to get lending for them. They're gonna bring to them all the stuff that they qualify for and go over all the details of each one and let you make a decision. The client, I mean, right? Okay. Okay, here goes some other stuff that that we offer. Let me back up just a little bit. Now, this Business Credit Builder, when I started this, I am a franchise of Credit Suite. Ty Crandall is who trains me. They have extensive training, okay? everything. I mean, my website is just like their website. I do everything that Ty Crandall is the one. I'm telling you, right? So that's why I learned all this stuff from Ty Crandall. I'm gonna let y'all know straight up and down. They got extensive training. So the people that are gonna sign up to resell with Business Credit Builder, we have an extensive training situation, right? And they always got videos and stuff coming out and training. Oh man, is how I succeed. It's like I'm a franchise, right? Because it's like McDonald's. Like McDonald's, they teach you, it's like a franchise. You buy the franchise and you go set up your McDonald's store, right? Then they teach you how to make the hamburger, right? So that's just what they do with me. And through everything that I do, every single thing I do is from training from Ty Crandall, okay? The setting up of the free guide, how to do the email funnel, the advertising, the marketing, the webinars, all that they teach me, all right? And everybody that signs up under the business credit is gonna get that same training, okay? And the stuff works for me. I'm telling you, it works, okay? Okay, so that's the point that I wanted to make, is that I'm like a franchise, right? They got our back, right? So if I got a problem, I'm calling the advisors, right? Okay. Okay, so other stuff that we sell through being an affiliate with Credit Suite, these are things that we sell. Accounts receivable financing, right? Accounts receivable financing is businesses that can batch and sell their invoices. They also call that factoring, okay? So businesses that can do that can batch and sell invoices. Like one of my clients is a freight company and he uses factoring to fund his business. So his business is to have a truck, make a delivery, right? And then he invoices for that delivery. It takes him 30 days to get paid. With factoring, he gets paid in 24 hours, okay? And then he gets paid 80% in 24 hours, and then the 20% when the client pays the balance, okay? So that's how accounts receivable works in general, okay? I'm going back to the website, and now we are going to equipment financing. See, a lot of business owners don't even know that there are companies out there that only do financing for equipment, machinery, trucks, fleets. There are companies that only do that, okay? Okay, so here goes the information on equipment financing. Like I said, y'all can go over that on your own, all the details, but I'm showing you where it's at, what to look for. Something's in the chat. Demetrius says Ty Crandall is the man when it comes to business credit. Yeah, that's where I learned my stuff from, no doubt. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Okay, so the next thing is business revenue financing. Oh, let me go back to that Ty Crandall stuff, right? Credit Suite. See, I'm in a position, the position I'm in is because I paid into their system. So I have the ability to bring on salespeople myself. Okay, that's why y'all will be under my sales team, and I'll give y'all a login to get to access to all the training and stuff. Okay, and y'all be like right in there, right, and learn it. I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff. It took me, I'm gonna tell you, it took me a year of training and looking at Ty Crandall videos before I was able to present business credit to people and be confident. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, right, I'm trying to be like Ty Crandall, like, you know, the nice, proper guy, you know, he like the nice, proper guy, right? but I'm not that guy. I know I'm rough around the edges, so I just had to learn the information, right? So I can present it the way I am, because I don't want to change who I am. So I'm gonna be who I am, right? And I know I'm a little rough around the edges, right? But that's how we do. All right. Okay, so what's next? We talked about the equipment financing, revenue, business revenue financing. Okay, that's similar to cash flow financing. That's like when the business makes money and you look at their cash flowing, and we're able to give them money, starting at 10,000. Right? So for businesses that make 10,000 in a month, we have funding for them, revenue financing, right? Okay. And that's the stuff for the business credit, right? In other presentations, we're going to go in more detail, and we're going to give you training on all of this stuff and all that. All right. Okay. Briefly, I'm going to go over the ROK stuff. ROK stuff is basic, right? When you sign up to sell the ROK products, you get 3%. Oh, I didn't even tell you the fee schedule of business credit. But I'll tell you though. Okay, business credit is, well, we'll talk about it. Okay, let me just move forward, because I know we've run out of time. I don't want to keep you all too long. Okay, ROK. What basically, depending on the transaction that happens, like who they have hundreds of lenders also, right? It's like we're like brokers. We serve as brokers, right, to hundreds of lenders. ROK has hundreds of lenders that they have existing relationships with. So depending on which one is used for your particular client to fund them, depends on your exact percentage of your payment. But it's all around 3%. 3%. That's the industry standard, 3%. You can expect about 3% standard on whatever. The first month I signed up with ROK, I made $3,000. Okay. The first month. All right. That's how you can do. All right. All right. So the different things that ROK Financial, they got equipment financing, right? Now, like, see, some of this stuff overlaps, but some of them it doesn't, right? That's why you could be a full service offerer of financial services, ROK Financial. Okay. The first one is equipment financing. Let's take a look at their equipment financing page. I'm gonna let y'all go through the details, but I'm showing y'all where the information is, what it looks like, right? All right. This is stuff that ROK Financial, they have a back office, right? Now, their back office is not as extensive as Credit Suisse or even DAC, but they got some good information back there. This is one of the flyers that they give you, right? For equipment financing. All right. So they got all the tools to help you do everything that I'm saying here. All the stuff that we're offering you to be partners with has the tools for you to be successful. And you need the tools to be successful. You need the training. It's like the McDonald's situation. They know how to make the McDonald's hamburger, and they know how to sell it for the profit. Just like everybody, all these companies, Credit Suisse, DAC, ROK, they had the training to make it happen for you, right? So this is one of the flyers for ROK, right? Okay, what else we got? We got another question. Demetrius got a question. Do any lenders have relationships with information about SBA 7A loans? Yes. Our finance team at Credit Suisse, Business Credit Builder, okay? I never say Credit Suisse, but I'm saying Credit Suisse to y'all because we fan, right? But over at Credit Suisse, that's where it's at. They got SBA loans over there. They got the other, I'm not so good at the terminology. They got the other alternative SBA that don't have the the same criteria as the 7A. Okay. Okay. So that's a question. That question is a yes. All right on that one. Okay. So cool. We talked about ROK financing. Now we're going back to the website. Term loans. So they do term loans. Check out the term loans, right? Term loans, top industries. Okay, unique benefits. Y'all can go and check out the details. We're gonna be going back over the details another time. Like I said, today is just a brief rundown of what the deal is. All right. Okay. Term loans, line of credit. Okay, line of credit. You get a line of credit over there. So you got all the information about the line of credit. See, so for me, I made landing pages for all of this that go straight off of my website. Okay. Just so you know, these are landing pages off my website. And then it refers you to how to apply through the various ways to apply, right? Okay, line of credit, working capital. Got the working capital. It's all ROK stuff. You get 3% off of this stuff, right? The average loan with them is about $50,000, right? So that's about $1,500. Okay, it's about $1,500. You know, and that's just money you can keep getting, right? Okay, real estate. They do real estate. Okay, so the qualifications for this is that you must own real estate. So they're gonna have you collateralize the land that you already have, and then make it happen on different real estate stuff. We'll go more into details on all that stuff, right? They also got the fix and flips. This is more real estate stuff. This is a good program because a person that is experienced at flipping houses can have the opportunity to buy a property and get finance for buying the property and the rehab and turn it over in 6 months. So that's like a real good program for people that want to flip houses. Okay. So like I said, we're trying to be the full service, right? Be able to handle different situations, right? So real estate, that's a big industry right there, right? Okay, okay, so now we did Business Credit Builder and we did ROK Financial. Let me just briefly go over the pay schedule for the business credit, right? And then we're gonna go to David Allen Capital and let Harlequins talk, all right? Okay, so the fee structure, this is how it basically works, right? Basically, we get a partner and a partner does a webinar. I'll do the webinar for them, right? I'll do the webinar and anybody that signs up from that person will get money, right? So this is how it goes. From the first of the month to the end of the month, whatever sales you make within that month, you get, let's say you get $200 for each sale of the core package, okay? If you get two, let me see, if you get three, I can't remember the details, but then it gradually goes up, right? So that if you get 4 or more, you can get paid up to $350 for each sale, right? So when you sign up for that, I'll give you the details and all that stuff, but it's something like that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from the DAC, I signed up from her. She's already one of the top sellers at DAC, and we're going to be doing training with her. And I think Ellen, I think you signed up under Ellen, I believe. And Ellen does the training with partnering with Harlequin, I believe, if I'm saying it right. But she's going to be a key person in helping us learn how to make this thing happen. So she's going to express to you the opportunity that we have with DAC, and she's going to tell you the forthcoming trainings. Okay. So without further ado, go ahead and take it away, Miss Harlequin Murray.
Thanks, Noel. I appreciate that. And you are correct. Ellen Wynn is my enroller. She is the highest ranking agent in DAC. So, and I'm at the rank just below her. So working on that one. But anyways, to let you guys know, with DAC, it is free to become an agent. So you never have to pay anything to do that, which is really nice. You get your own login. You would also get your own page. And what I'll do is kind of in keeping with how Noel did it, I'm going to kind of look at the different ones. And Noel, can you bring that page back up and I'll have you go through the different things?
Okay, I could do it, or I could give you host and you can do it, whatever.
Okay,
I can go through
I
it,
can
no
do it
matter.
on my website too.
Okay, you go ahead and do it. I'll let you do it. You run the
Okay.
show. Let me
All
make you a
Share
host.
screen.
I'm good.
Oops.
Can you share? Are you able to share?
No, not right at
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
moment.
make
Says
you a host. All right,
Okay,
go ahead. See what you can do.
so I'll make sure that I keep an eye out for anybody coming in.
All right.
Okay. All right, you see that one? No.
You in there? Yeah, you in there?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've had it happen where it didn't show up and people were like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's happened to
And
me too.
I'm trying to get this so that. All right. Anyways, so with DAC, like Noel said, we do have some similar programs. We specialize in one-stop best offer, and we have a huge team that helps us with that. Everything that we have is automated. Let's see, on the overview page, you'll notice that on mine, I have referred by, it's got my name, my email address and phone number. You will have that set up for you as well. But we have business capital up to 2 million. We have gig worker and self-employed funding. And we have no recourse customer financing, which we're in the process of switching vendors with that. And then no fee payment processing. But I'm just going to show you real quickly the different things. Oh, and we also have the line of credit. I'm going to highlight some of the things that we have that the other partners that Noel works with don't have. We have a small business and gig worker funding. With that program, we go down to $3,000 a month in revenue, and it goes all the way up to 5,000. But with that program, we don't even do a credit check, people. They look and see if they're paying their cell phone bill and their utilities. With that program, they can go and they link it, or they log into their bank account using Plaid. And with that, they verify all their funds and everything. They can have a business or a personal checking account. And if they go through the process properly and they do enter everything in correctly, they can literally have money in their bank account within like 15 to 20 minutes from the time that they start. So it's phenomenal program. Then we also have another program called Biddy Advance. Sorry, I was trying to see what else was on there. With that program, it is geared towards businesses doing between 5,000 and 15,000 a month in funding. And again, with that program, they don't even have to send in bank statements. They just go and link into their bank account using Plaid. And my personal record on that one is that we got somebody, a truck driver got funded in 2.5 hours. His truck was broken down. So for them, it's definitely critical that they get back on the road. But anyways, those are two programs that we have. Then we also have our business capital, and that's for businesses that are doing $15,000 or more per month. And with that program, It's 3 months bank statements, voided check, and a copy of the owner's driver's license. Up to 100,000 in funding. If they need more than that, there's a few additional things that they need to do. But we go down to a 500 FICO, 6 months in business, and like I said, 15,000. Those businesses are also eligible for our line of credit, which we do anywhere from 5,000 to 100,000. That is a very popular one because it's a revolving line of credit. They only pay for the money when they have it outstanding at that particular time. But anyways, with all of our fundings, we start, there are some situations like with the gig workers, which is through Giggle Finance, the funded value is a little bit less. So you don't get quite as much money with those. And yeah, and 500 FICO is unreal on that. With the BIDI Advance, the 5 to 15,000, it goes down to a 450 FICO score. But anyways, with our main funding programs, our commissions start at 3%. And if you do more than one funding within, or if you do an additional funding within 30 days, and that's a rolling 30 days, it actually doubles. So you get 6% commission. And once you have had a certain number of fundings, you get additional amounts. Personally, I'm at 7.8% right now. And you also can earn overrides on anybody that you bring on board as an agent. So if I have somebody who, well, you can get a matching bonus on people that you personally bring in. It's anywhere from 25 to 50%. And you also get additional bonuses as well as you move up. But anyways, just to let you guys know, we do have a full-blown business presentation. It takes about 45 minutes to go through the whole thing, and David does an excellent job of that. I'll show you in just a minute where that, actually, I'm going to show you right now. Whenever you're on Noel's page, if you go down to the very bottom, it says partner with us. David has a very short 3-minute video. You would click on more details or join, and this is the full-blown business presentation. And then you can click join now and literally be signed up as an agent within minutes. Now, make sure that Noel's agent ID number and his name is in there, and the username, that's for somebody else who I signed up. But anyways, that's where you find that, and that's how you would sign up. Just to
let them
you guys
know how important that that ID number is and how it sometimes gets mixed up, right?
Yeah, that's why I personally have my own excuse me, I have my own domain name that I forward to the David Allen Capital page. For me, I use fundingsourcepro.com, and I have that go, and we typically send it directly to our business capital page, because that's the majority of our clients. And sometimes if it's a bigger client and you accidentally send them to the gig funding page, they're like, well, I'm not a gig worker. So they kind of get upset. So we typically tend to do that. But we do have the payment processing available. We're actually in the middle of going back to our previous lender on that, mostly because they have something known as cash discounting, where the customer pays the cost of the processing. You know, just like if you go to the gas station, there's a cash price and a credit price. then your client can go and offer that for their clients as well. And that is extremely popular right now because
Right. Can I add to that?
absolutely.
This product right here is like any business out there that is accepting credit cards. They have on their income statement a line item that says bank fees. And that is where this is from. They have a charge. They are charged monthly on their merchant account to accept credit cards. So we have this cash discounting process that eliminates that cost for them. Okay, so that's why this product is very valuable. So continue.
Yeah. And to let you know, it typically for every $30,000 that is processed through credit card processing, most businesses are paying about $1,000 for that. And that's money that's just going out the door. It's not doing anything for them. And we're able to get that money back for them. What's good for us as agents is we get paid a little bit of that every single month. And then on the customer financing, like I said, we're in the process of switching vendors for that. The vendor that we've been using is, they've chosen to not use outside sales organizations anymore. So because of that, we're looking for somebody else. We've got a couple that we're in negotiations with. But once that does get set back up again, that's also something that you get paid a piece of every single funding that happens on that, and you get paid on that monthly. Now, one thing I did forget to mention on the business capital, the line of credit, and the BIDI advance funding, when the client gets paid their money, they go through the process and their account gets funded, we get paid the very next day. We also get paid our overrides the very next day. There are some exceptions with some bigger fundings. We have a couple of lenders who still pay on a weekly basis, but at the very latest, we'll get paid a week later. Now with the GIGGLE, which is the gig worker funding, those are much smaller and they have to make the payment, their first payment, before we get paid. So they send that to us and we get paid on those at a little bit after the 15th of each month. It's been running about the 20th, but you'll get, I had an entire page on my email of notifications of me getting overrides on those a couple days ago. So anyways, those are some of the things that we currently have available. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Did anybody have any questions on those at this point?
Can you go over the piece that is like really appealing to me? Is the piece that you know what? I'm so new at this, I don't know the terminology right yet. Okay, so what is it when not vested, but see, the terminology got me messed up, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That's right. Tell them about that.
Okay.
Stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, you get paid on your first deal, or if you haven't done a funding in the last 30 days, you will get paid 3% commission on that. And if you do another funding before the end of that 30-day period, it doubles. So you would get paid 6% commission on that, which is phenomenal. I mean, I know that some of the other lenders, they don't even come close to that. Now, once you have there's certain requirements, but once you've had one funding that was over 6,000, or multiples, it has to add up to 10,000, you get a 10% increase. So it would be, if you haven't done one in the last 30 days, you would get 3.3%. Or if you have done one, it's 6.6. And then at 2 fundings with at least 20,000, it would be, you get a 15% increase of the 3. So it's, what is it? It's 4.5%. No, my math is escaping me, but it's the 3% plus another 15. So 3.45, excuse me. And then once you have 4 fundings that total over 40,000, you get bumped up to 3.9%. So it's an additional 30% above the 3. Or if you've done another funding, it's 7.8. You can get beyond that, you have to have team volume, and you can get up to 9% commission on your personal deals. And you can get anywhere from 10% up to 50% bonus on your team as well. So
I think we got a hand up for a question. Jimmy,
yes, we do.
question?
Jimmy, what's your question?
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, earlier you mentioned a something which I have not heard this word before. Maybe it's a acronym for something. You mentioned something like BIDI or something like that, which I have no idea what that means.
Okay, BIDI Advance is one of our lenders.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for those clients that are between 3,000 and 5,000 per month, or if they have a personal checking account rather than a business checking account, or if their credit score is below 450, they go into Giggle Finance, which is one of our lenders.
Okay, so that's the name of our lender.
That's the name of the lender. So for that program, we only have one lender. BIDI Advance is for clients that have 5,000 to 15,000 per month in revenue over the last 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a business checking account and they've got over a 450 credit score. But BIDI Advance is the only lender for that program. I think you may have noticed that on Business Credit Builder and also with ROK, they all require 10,000 or more in revenue. You know, so they don't even work that with that small of a client base.
That's right.
And then for the 15,000 and above, that's a more it's a little bit more of a manual process, but although the client will go and they will attach their bank statements, their voided check, and a copy of their driver's license, they will all put those in online on the application. And one thing I will say, you cannot fill out the application for any clients because you run into problems with that. But with those clients, we have multiple lenders. We have anything from people who are what they call A paper down to C and D paper.
Okay, so Harlequin,
Sure.
can I step in for a moment again?
Sure.
Can you tell them about the pay structure for the partners that they sign up and how that works?
Okay, so for example, Noel is one of my agents that I personally sponsored. I am his enroller. And whenever, whenever he has a funding, let's say he got a $10,000 funding just because it's easy math. He gets 3% of that, which is $300. As his enroller, I would get, if I'm what we call engaged, which means I've had a funding in the last 60 days, or there's some other things that you can do to qualify for that, I would get a 25% match on that. So I would get $75 on that. If I am amped up, meaning I have had a funding in the last 30 days personally, I get double that number. So I would get, out of the 300, I would make 150. If the person that you enroll gets their first funding within their first 30 days, those numbers double. And if you're engaged, you get a 50% match, or if you're amped up, you get 100% match. So it can be quite lucrative in order to do that. And then you also get, and depending upon how many fundings you've had and what your team structure is, you can get an additional 10% up to 50%. Although if they're at the 10% level and you're at the 30% level, you would get 20%. David goes into this in a lot more detail, but just know that the money can be good. And then say, for example, Noel is somebody that I've enrolled, and Jimmy, let's say you get a funding, Noel would be eligible to get a matching bonus on your funding. And because I'm at a higher rank, I would get the difference between what his rank is and what my rank is. So that's how you can earn on your entire team as well.
Okay, I have the additional questions. Yeah, because
Sure.
I think Noel is reading my mind. Okay, first, is there any restriction to how many team members I enroll direct to me? Second part of that question is, let's say that I go out and enroll, just say Bob, and then Bob goes out and then enrolls Tim.
Mhm.
So I would still be able to get overrides on all of that, or just the
Yes.
ones who are direct to me?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
To give you a feel for it, I've been with the company a little over 3 years. In May, it was 3 years. As of today, I have almost 5,300 people on my team.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have every single state, several Canadian provinces. Well, I am missing Montana. If anybody knows somebody in Montana, I would love to have them sign up.
Right. And that's because she did the training. She knows the training and applies the training. So
I know some people in Montana.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it. But yeah, so I started small. I've personally sponsored over 60 people, and those people have brought on people who have brought on people. My enroller, Ellen Wynn, she's been involved a little bit longer than I have. She's personally brought on board 700 people, and I think she now has somewhere around 12,000 on her team, of which that 5,000 of that is my team. So no, there is no limit as to the number of people that you can bring on board and the number of people that you can override.
Okay. And now does the DAC pay directly to them, or do they pay to
Yes.
do? Okay.
Yeah, and actually, thank you for mentioning that, because we actually pay through a program or through an online checking account called Relevate. And with that, we get paid every morning on banking days. And the money goes directly to the agent that got that funding. And then it also goes to anybody, their enroller and anybody who is eligible for overrides on that person. One of the key things about that is it's an online checking account. You earn interest on it. You can do transfer, you can transfer the money to another bank account, either yours or someone else's, kind of like Zelle. You can do online bill pay. We have a Visa debit card that is attached to that account. There are no NSF fees with that account. But what's really cool is probably within the next month. What, Noel?
I was saying this is the part that's the kicker that's coming in right now.
This is going to be huge. What's going to happen is we are going to be able to market that to business owners for their employees to do their direct deposit. And if an employer signs up and does the direct deposit to their employees, there is a button there that says pay any day. And the employee can go and, let's say, well, today's Wednesday, right? Losing track of my days. And let's say they get paid every other week and they don't get paid till next Friday. They can click on that button and they can get advanced up to 50% of their paycheck for $2.95 and no interest, which I've spoken to about a dozen business owners and HR managers, and every single one of them has said, that's something my employees would appreciate. And the other thing is, every time there's a fee with that account, or every time that person uses their debit card, we get paid a few pennies. And we haven't gotten all of the details yet because it hasn't gone live yet. We're estimating that we're going to get about 50 cents to $1 per account per month in residual income. So if you have 1,000 employees signed up for this program, you're earning $500 to $1,000 per month in residual income. And I've actually spoken to a couple of companies where they have 10,000 employees. So that's potentially $5,000 to $10,000 per month in residual income that I can earn. The other thing is that they are going to be, you can sign up individuals as well. They will not be able to do the pay any day, but they still get an online checking account where they earn interest. And I believe it's about 3%, which is more than what you earn with the other banks. And they can go and refer people to get an account, and they earn $15 for doing that. Now, personally, one of the things that I did when I was in college was I signed people up for credit cards. And I went and sat in front of the dining hall and set up a table. And I signed up a bunch of people for credit cards. And I can see college students doing that to sign up their friends to make $15 per account. And you will end up getting the overrides on all of those. So, and plus, it goes into our bonus pool. So it would also qualify for the monthly bonus. So there's a lot of different things that will happen with that. And we're super excited to be having that. A couple of other things that we're looking at in the future. We've already got a contract. And I think the next program that we're going to be launching after that is a legal service. I know a lot of people have heard of Legal Shield. This is a discount program, but there's not a monthly fee on it. So a lot of business owners and individuals will like that program. And then we've already got contracts with a couple of mortgage companies, and that's probably going to be next year. But we will be able to offer residential mortgages and be able to earn commissions on that as well. Now that one will require licensing. We also have health coverage for up to, for companies that have up to 50 employees. And with that, we do not have to have a license. But, and we get paid a monthly residual on that as well. So.
All right. So we got a whole bunch of information there, everybody. We don't want to give them too much information all at one time. Can you give them too much info?
Sorry. In here, let me do this.
Okay.
I am going to go, Noel, and I'm going to make you host again.
Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to end this because I don't want to keep you too much on here, right? But what I do want to know is the people that have not signed up for the partner program and you would like to sign up for the partner program, It's free, and I put the link in there. Okay, davidallencapital.com, partner with my code, right? So it's important that you use that exactly like it is when you sign up on your partner. And when you do sign up for the partners, and this is for all the partners that are existing, make sure you are watching your first 3 videos, right? So people that are just going to that link right there, they will see a short 3-minute introduction to the opportunity. And then there will be a longer video that you can watch to give you more details into the opportunity from David, the CEO at David Allen Capital. And he explains it like really good. So it's really good to go see those videos. Make sure when you do sign up, you check out at least 1, 2, and 3 of the training videos. We're gonna have more training videos. We're gonna make sure you have the information through the email. I got everybody's email that signed up. We thank y'all for coming. This is a big deal, right? So, and you see how, you see how the whole package, okay? The 3 situations makes you like a full service MF, okay? It makes you a full service MF, you see, with all the different situations. And there's more stuff. There's more stuff that, the detail we just can't put in here. We wanted to just give you the idea of the business that you can develop, okay? Man, that's right, to provide all those offers, to be able to provide all those offers. And let me tell you something, right? For real, that, I've been in this business credit thing for about 5 years, and there's a lot of shady stuff going on, right? So when I partner with a company, they do respectable business, okay? So we're not going out there to try to jack somebody, to shake them down or nothing like that. This is real stuff. This stuff works. This is our fair offers, right? And with the different opportunities with DAC, right? So this is the mindset, right? If we can't get a customer financed at DAC, because we're gonna make more money at DAC, right? Okay. If you see the downline stuff, right? Then we can get funding through the credit suite or the ROK. Okay. If they ain't got none of the 3 C's, we can start with business credit, okay, and make money that way, okay? So we like a full service. Whatever business, now you can look at all business owners out there as possible, no matter what position they're in, okay? Okay, I don't want to run my mouth, but everybody, y'all have a good night. I hope this information is good. If you didn't sign up for the DAC, if you need to sign up for any other stuff, make sure you'll do a consult, right? Y'all know the website, right? Let me put the website in for the consult, right? So you can make sure you signed up for all 3. There's a reason why you can't just, there's a reason for everything, okay? I'm gonna give you the link for the consult. Business credit builder.us/consult. So that consult, right? The consult, that's how you can make sure that you just set down a meeting with me.
Yeah,
and
no,
we're gonna figure this out. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. You sent that directly to me. You didn't send it to the group.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Because I was getting ready to send you something directly. Okay, to everyone. Okay, here we go. Okay, so right there, that's the link for schedule a meeting with me. Make sure you got everything that you need. If you want to get down with the get down. That's all I'm trying to say, all right? So schedule a meeting with me and we'll work everything out. We'll make sure that you're on point. And you got the link for the partner so people can do the partner, right? See the partner video. You got to go see David say it, you know. Me and Harlequin, we can do a little bit and give you an idea, but David really lays it out for you, okay? I'm for real on that, okay? Everybody, yo, good night. I'm not gonna keep y'all. Good night. Peace, love, happiness. Peace.
I have 3 questions for Harlequin, but
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Sure,
Go ahead.
Okay. On this the thing that you're talking about, the pay now or something like that. So you said, like, for example, somebody, an employee, they don't get paid for 2 weeks, but they need some cash right now. They can get up to 50% of their paycheck for a flat $2.95.
Through the Relevate program, yes, that is correct.
That's a whole lot better than some of those
The payday loans?
Yeah, payday loans. That's the term I was looking for. Those things are very expensive.
I literally had a friend who she got like $500 on a payday loan, and she had to keep rolling it over because she didn't have enough money to pay it off. And like 6 months later, she still owed them $1,000 because she had been rolling it over and having to pay that extra money. So yeah, it can be insane the amount that they charge. And for $2.95, there's a lot of people, especially if they get paid every other week or monthly. I can easily see them go and say, you know what, I want to get paid every Friday instead. And $2.95 that's a that's a non-decision. They waste $2.95 on a regular basis. So for them to pay that amount to get advanced half of their paycheck, yeah, they'll do it all day long.
All right, my next question is, you mentioned I guess through the same program where like a college student can go out there and sign up the other college students. Now, would that be a debit card or credit card?
No. They would be signing people up for that Relevate bank account.
Oh, okay.
And there is a Visa debit card attached to it.
Okay. Is there like a minimum to open up?
I'm sorry.
Is there a minimum amount they need to deposit to open up that?
We don't have all the details on that yet. That program has not launched yet.
Oh, okay.
For offering to business owners and to clients. And the other thing is that, from what I understand, whenever we sign up a business and they sign up their employees, we're also going to get an upfront bonus as well. So I'm not sure what that looks like yet. But
okay, I'll just be patient.
Yeah, right now we're in the process of revamping our website. Not our website, but our back office. We're partnered with another company called Longevity, and we're using their back office currently. We're going to be having our own back office where we can track our customers a little bit better. But once that launches, we will also be launching the new Relevate accounts.
Okay.
We're currently using Relevate for our commissions on our funding. So I have a Relevate account and I've had it for about 3 months now and haven't had a single problem with it. I use my debit card all the time and I get paid commissions almost every day. Okay.
All right. My last question. That you mentioned the legal service and you also mentioned Legal Shield. Is that who you're going to be partnering up with, Legal Shield, or with another company?
No, it is going to be another company. I don't know the details on that. That is going to be launched after the bank account.
Oh, okay.
From what I understand, that's going to be the next phase in our growth. We've been adding new things on a regular basis, and that's going to be the next thing after the bank accounts.
Okay. I was just curious because I am also with Legal Shield.
Okay. Yeah. Ellen Wynn, my enroller, is also with Legal Shield.
Oh, okay.
And I used to be.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. That's all the questions for tonight. Very
All
excited.
right. Well, yeah, if you guys have more questions and if Noel isn't able to answer them, he's got my phone number. Feel free to reach out to me. I don't have a problem with that. And whenever you do sign up, make sure you type in your email address correctly, double check it, triple check it. They will immediately send you a welcome email, and that will have your agent ID number as well as links to the required training.
Yeah. So thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, I'm excited too, Jimmy. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Everybody, we're going to continue these. We're going to have these regular meetings like this. And we can all answer questions and just share information. All the partners, if y'all had questions, just get at me. Let's sit down and talk, do the consult. Good night, everybody.